All right, we are some 77% complete into this limited series featuring Subaru Impreza 22B-STi. And I wasn't doing any bot training, of course. I was going pretty much flat out and ran into a bit of a brick wall of a challenge, speed record here in Tier 12 at Daytona Road Course. I had two options, either put more upgrades on or bot train, because I wasn't able to get any better speed than the 5th place finish. So, well, the timer for the, what should we call it, the instant service and instant upgrade offer was expiring. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna fully upgrade this car for this week's weekly time trial anyway. So may as well fully upgrade this car while I don't have to watch any ads. So here we are. So with the fully maxed out car, I don't expect that I will be running into any issues. And the target speed, 248.7. All right, so before I put upgrades on, I think at least on spec, the top speed was like 255-ish. And yeah, just wasn't gonna hit the top speed. This is not an electric car, so there's always a bit of a gap between what the stated top speed is in these cars versus what they can actually perform on circuit, since in order to hit that top speed you need like a airplane runway, and we don't really have an airplane runway track here. So I mean, Daytona's pretty good, but still, I mean, I think the best I was able to push it up to was like, what, 246, 247-ish maybe. So, I could just sit there and repeat over and over and over until bots slow down enough to let me pass. But nah, if I'm getting these upgrades on this car anyway, I didn't really see the point. So here we are, running with now maxed out car. There shouldn't be any issues now. And yeah, hitting 255 and then some. Yeah, since we're running 5 extra upgrades on speed. Yeah, that's all. You get a bit of a boost there, right? So let's see what kind of top speed we actually can pull it off when we are fully maxed out. So far we got 255. I expect we should be able to get a few more. 257, 8, 259, 260. Do we have 260? Yep, 261. Things that you can do when you're fully maxed out. All right. And of course, that allows us to unlock the next tier and continue on with this series. So let's continue on. Yes, getting through that one speed record did cost me a few gold, yes, but as I was saying at the beginning of the series, I was planning on fully upgrading this car at some point, so it just happened a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. But anyway, while we're at it, let's just continue on to tier 13 here as well. All right, so we got Hunter, Elimination, and the Cup at the Porsche Test Track short on-road circuit. We'll start with Hunter and take advantage of our double service bar perk for fully upgrading this car. And that was the other thing. Once the instant service offer runs out, the series tend to move much slower. So here we are. And yep, now this is one of the earlier on in the series. I was running with a yellow finish. It wasn't actually it was just a it wasn't a paint, it was just a vinyl that was put on. Just so I can stand out from the crowd when everybody else is sporting that same blue color, right? So anyway, this one is actual yellow gloss, yellow paint finish on the car. So yeah, the reason why all the cars in this series sport the same blue finish is because that's the only official finish, the paint on this car. So obviously we are able to customize it to however we fit, but because that is the official one that's offered, all the flag bots pretty much stick to the official colors. All right, should be able to get through this one without too much trouble. At least I certainly hope so when the car is fully maxed out. But yeah, the events like the last speed record is why normally when we run this limited series with the cars that we don't get upgrade discounts on, I generally use the bot training strategy for that reason, because I've gotten stuck like that in the past before, like when I first started playing this game way back, and learned my lesson that you can win these cars with less effort or with a less currency spent if you can train these bots. So that's why we do it. Alright, so it takes out a couple of more service bars for that effort. And this end splash screen at Nürburgring night races I think is pretty sharp looking one. Look at that. Alright. So let's head on over to elimination at Bugatti Circuit. I wonder if I would have to service this car before the end of the actual event, actual series. Because this is, we're on tier 13. So we got 2 more to go. And I'm trying to think. Cup races are the ones that will most likely wear out most of your service bars. I do have Eric available to snatch let's say like service bars not used for one race, obviously for free. So I might hire him for the job, but not for a shorter race. Elimination's not the shortest, but I mean, it is one of the longer ones, right? Because you have to run for a duration of time, a couple of minutes. Just under 3 minutes, actually, right? Since you have to survive the elimination. And one way you can kind of save on the usage of the service bars is just coasting more. Because let's think of the service bars as like a gas in your gas tank. So obviously, more acceleration that you use, right? Gas pedal, more service bars gets used, and of course it's directly proportional to the distance that you travel, but you can kind of ease that in your favor by coasting more where you can, like keeping those bots kind of lined up behind you until some adventurous guy decides to pop up next to you. But yeah, if you block out the inside, speaking of, somebody was just thinking that block the inside. which means they'll have to go around the outside the long way, right? Which usually means they cannot easily overtake you. Alright, so this this elimination race is gonna take a full lap and just a little bit extra. Of course, I could just let Speedy Parkins T-bone me, you know, broadside on the side, and just kind of stop. That's another way to do it. But anyway, there we go. Win is a win. All right. A little bit of penalty or clean race bonus taken out. Didn't really technically go off track, but if you have if you get any of your wheels off track, then they will take some racing dollars out of you, which is fine. All right, so maybe 2.5 service bars. That's not too bad. And on to the next race, the Cup race, the Porsche Test Track short on-road circuit Cup. This is a 6 laps. Trying to think, what do we have in the tier 14? Let me check that real quick. All right, so the Cup race in both tier 13 and 14 are, in terms of lengthwise, I think they're going to be fairly comparable, because obviously here we got 6 laps at Porsche Test Track short on-road circuit. Tier 14, we got 4 laps at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. So I think in Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 4 laps might be just a tad bit longer, but not enough to really make that significant of a difference. So I am just gonna go ahead, hire Eric for this one. So we head into tier 14 with you know, at least a full row of service bars intact. And then yeah, tier 14, 4 laps, yeah, that's most likely gonna wipe out the service bars in that bottom row of service bars. But you know what? That's fine. We'll worry about it when we get there, because it's either there or here that it's gonna happen. So all right, go 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 go. All right. P8. I do like this circuit. Porsche Test Track is a fun circuit. P4, P3, we're going to be easily overtaking the lead here. I mean, this is a 6-lap cup, and we're going to, not quite in lap 1, but we're going to just about start the lap 2 right behind the leader and get into the lead at the top of the corkscrew hill. And now it's just let's see what kind of lap time we can get here. All right, and maybe drive in some different viewing modes. Yeah, decent handling, right? Of course, majority of the series, I was running with only 1 upgrade on engine, so, you know, I had more upgrades. Well, I had drivetrain maxed out, but, you know, I had 3 upgrades on the suspension, 3 upgrades on tires and wheels, and 3 upgrades on brakes, which all add to your grip. So, you know, I mean, balance-wise, it's been more grippier than it is now, with the engine now maxed out, all 6 stages of upgrades on board. So, but I still feel like the handling is still pretty well balanced. I say that as I go off track just a little bit, overshot that first corner going up that hill. Anyway, of course, we're driving on the right side once again, Japanese and British cars, right? And hear a little bit of that tire skid. All right. And lap 4 with some traffic to maneuver, we are gonna wrap it in for 50 seconds. All right, so. Alright, so while negotiating this traffic, it's not too bad, but just enough on these corners where they are essentially blocking your line, you know. What are they thinking? Slow cars, move out of the way. Alright, 34 seconds in sector 2. And no drafting here, so we're not getting any benefit speed boost from tailgating any of the opponents. Another 50-second lap, looks like. As we head into the final lap. And that's not bad. Alright. I don't think we'll quite be able to overtake Eraser in P2. But we're overtaking plenty others. And just like that, that is a wrap. Alright, 5 minutes, 15 seconds and change for those 6 laps. So obviously under a minute a lap. Alright. Yeah, 40-second lap. Alright, good job, Eric. And we'll just see how many service bars that next tier the Cup will take out. The Speed Snap isn't gonna be taking out that much. Head to head, Monza. I don't expect that to take out that many service bars. But anyway, we'll find out in the next video, so stay tuned.